Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be talking about what haters say about old police cars, mainly the kind that I drive, which is the Ford Crown Victoria. No matter what you drive, people are always going to have their different opinion about it, but I'm going to share some that I receive from this car. Now, this is my car right here in the background. It used to be black and white. I did have it repainted to the blue. I am actually getting rid of the old cop look of the car. That's what the project is about with this car. But a lot of people, of course, they're gonna have their opinion. So let's start with number one. The first thing that a lot of haters like to say about the car is, why would you buy an old cop car? Now, honestly, none of their business if it's not their money. But a lot of people that's just something they say. But I don't say anything if you go buy a Dodge Neon or something in that category. But hey, you know, that's one thing people say. Another thing that haters say would be you want to act like you're a police officer. Now, if you're a police officer, all police officers know it takes more than a car or a badge to make you a police officer. So, therefore, just because you see people riding in old cop cars, don't mean they want to be police officers. Now, yes, there are incidents where some people do try to impersonate officers, but not because they have a police car. You could take a regular car and throw lights on it and impersonate a police officer. So therefore, you don't, you're not a bad guy just because you drive one of these. The next one is all cop cars have been ran hard and just dogged out. Somewhat true and somewhat not. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of cars have been ran hard. I mean, it's not unless you're like an old driver, you're doing 20 or 30 miles per hour. Cars that are not on the force, you see flying by and people doing burnouts, things like that. Any car can be driven hard. So just because it come from a fleet does not mean it just been totally dogged out and all of that. Yes, it can be possible, but doesn't mean all of them are that way because a lot of Crown Vics get 200, 300,000 miles, which cars that people drive on a normal basis, if you want to just say regular cars or whatever, they're not fleet cars. Some might only see 100,000 miles or 150,000 miles. So, therefore, just because it's a fleet car doesn't mean it's just been totally dogged out or driven hard every single day. Some cops, especially if you get it from a small town, might have just one end of the town to the other might only be 5 miles. So, it's not a lot that you can really do in 5 miles. But that's another thing that haters say. Another thing that haters say is that cop cars are no good. Basically, they think that I guess they're gonna fall apart on the road or something like that. But once again, they are fleet cars. They're built strong. They are built to last. At least the Crown Vic, and like I said, they get very high mileage and they can last a long time as long as you continue to take care of them after you buy them. Another thing that haters say, and this would you could kind of say want to try to set the car into like a certain category of a group of people, whatever you want to call it. But some people say they only see a certain race drive these cars, which is very untrue. A lot of people follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, and not everybody's the same race. But you do have some people who say, "Oh, I only see a certain color driving that car," or something like that. So they once again try to label you as a bad guy or whatever like that. In some cases, in some areas, you might see only, I don't know, certain race drive a car, but it doesn't mean that it's like that all over the world. You may only be in the area where that car is more popular to that certain type of race or whatever. But just don't think that the whole world or the whole U.S. is like that. It's not. It's a lot of different people, like a lot of different cars, and cars don't make the person. Just because you drive a certain car don't make you a bad guy, don't make you a good guy, none of that. So that's another thing that haters say. And the final thing that a lot of haters would say also is same thing dealing with race. They would say, "Wow, it's my first time seeing a person of that color in the front seat. They're usually in the back seat." And once again, it just like I said, not everybody is a bad guy. I mean, especially color don't make you a bad guy, you know. But you know, a lot of haters they try to find a way to make stuff negative. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is for all the haters, cause might get something to watch this video. You know, everyone is free to buy whatever type of car you want. You know, if you don't like another person's car, then cool, you didn't have to buy it. You know, and sometimes it's just best to keep your opinion to yourself because they might not like what you're driving. You know, and everybody's not supposed to like the same thing because the world would be boring. You know, if everybody drive the same car, and all cars wouldn't even matter if everybody drove the same thing. And another thing is the car. You know, even though it's an old police car, you know, not everybody's trying to impersonate anybody. Not everybody's trying to, you know, do wrong and all of that. And like I said, no matter what you drive, you can drive a Bentley and people still gonna find a reason to hate on you. I mean, that's just what haters do. But another thing for all the haters, thank you for being haters because y'all keep us motivated to doing what we doing. And you know, without y'all, man, I don't know, we wouldn't have fun doing this. You know, we like making people mad because a lot of people drive Crown Vics, and you know, and we're not all bad. You know, and there's a lot of people who don't drive Crown Vics, and they're not all bad, and they're probably not all good either. But we're gonna leave it at that. Let me know down in the comment section below if you own a car and people, you know, say negative comments or anything like that. But other than that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Other than that, I will see you on the next video.